Okay, this is Mitch for Indigenous Insights, Eagle Radio's weekly Anishinabe radio program. In the studio with us this week, we have Assistant Chief Executive Officer Jennifer Misegan. Jennifer, welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Bridget is out of the country, so you are filling in here today with our visit from the CEO's office.
Yep, I'm here today. Lucky Bridget is on the beach having some fun and sun.
Where is she?
I believe she's in the Dominican Republic.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. And we're looking forward to quite a bit of snow here in a little bit.
Yeah.
So first of all, tell us a little bit about who you are and tell us about your role within the KBIC.
Okay, so I'm Jennifer Misegan. As Mitch said, I used to be a Xhosa. So I've lived here all of my life. I grew up on the reservation. I've pretty much worked for the tribe in several different areas, many different departments. I worked at the casino. I worked for tribal construction. I worked in the accounting department. I worked as the enrollment director for 24 years. And I've been the assistant chief executive officer for about just under 2 years. It'll be 2 years this summer. And so I've been here for quite some time.
Okay, and before we started recording, you mentioned that you have a conference coming up next week.
I do. Cindy Cowell, the grant writer, and I are heading to Las Vegas to the Reservation Economic Summit for 2023, and we're very excited about it. We attended it last year and had some really good information. It's a great opportunity to network, to learn about funding opportunities, to meet other tribal members and council members and financial people. And actually, there's a lot of federal agencies that are represented there. And a lot of talk is about grant opportunities that are available. You talk about tips, how to get these grants, how to manage projects. There's a lot of talk about infrastructure projects, and it's just a really good conference, and I'm excited to be going again.
That's very cool. And how do you find out about conferences like this? Is it, do you get invitations to it? Is there a certain network?
There are several different agencies that, for instance, the National Congress of American Indians, or this one is being put on by the National Center of American Indian Development. And so you get on their mailing lists, or you are getting their newsletters, and you see what's going on. Another good conference is the Native American Finance Officer Association. That's a really good conference as well. And so those opportunities come up throughout the year, and then you try to choose them by which ones have the best agenda and which ones are going to be most beneficial for the tribe.
And like the conference, the material within the conference itself is always good, but I mean also just getting to meet the people and network. Can you speak on the importance of that kind of thing?
That's very important. In fact, several conferences that we attend, you meet people that you either have worked with in the past, or sometimes you meet your actual awarding officials, people that you talk to on the phone, and you develop a rapport with them. It makes it easier when you reach out to them for help. Otherwise, you meet tribal leaders who, maybe, for instance, I've met council members from the Seneca Nation or from Minnesota, where we have done projects before, and so that's always beneficial.
So what else is coming up?
Actually, the biggest thing that the tribe has coming up is the contest powwow, and everyone's getting really excited for it. It's going to be held at the Marquette Casino in our new event center in Harvey, and it's April 14th, 15th, and 16th, and it's going to be a really cool event, and I'm so excited for it and excited to be helping out. I've agreed to be a volunteer, so they'll put me to work. But yeah, it's I was involved in some of the details with the casino building the event center, and so I can't wait to see it in use and in operation.
Yeah, and then it's really cool too. It's going to be a contest powwow. It's going to attract a different crowd and whatnot. Our powwow here in the summertime is a traditional powwow. What do you think about that comparison of traditional versus the contest powwows?
There was some discussion yesterday at the council meeting about the differences between traditional and contest powwows, and I learned a lot of different things. Some of the powwow committee members came and they explained the difference, and they talked about, just what you're going to see at this contest powwow. I myself have only seen a contest powwow once. I actually attended a Shakopee contest powwow, and it was really cool and different, and so I'm looking forward to seeing those differences again and how they are here and how we use them. I'm excited to see members and if they're going to be involved in the contest. So, I mean, each one is different and they have their purpose.
Yep, that's right. Jennifer, I'm going to ask you kind of a general question here. Can you tell me what you like about your job?
You know, there's a lot of things that I like about my job. Actually, I love my job. And I have a long history with the tribe, and so I literally love the Keweenaw Bay Indian Community, and it's a part of me. And I'm just so glad to be able to be working for the tribe and making a difference. And that's really been my goal throughout these years, is to make a difference. And there's so much diversity in this position. I mean, this past week, just thinking about the meetings alone that I had, I was involved in a forestry management meeting this week, and I'm usually there because I know a lot about the budgets or the numbers or the funding, but I'm sitting in this meeting and I learn a lot of different things. And then today I was in a land stewardship meeting, and later on today I'm going to be meeting with the Public Works Department, talking about special projects that we're putting on. I mean, just what the different things that you go through during the day. I mean, it's just amazing. And it's really amazing to think about all that the tribe does. I know that sometimes in my position, and, sometimes other people are critical and they think, well, we should be doing this. Well, why aren't we doing that? But we really need to focus on all the good things that we're doing. I mean, the tribe is just so expansive, and we're just continuing to grow, and we're doing so many more important things for members and for this community. It's just a blessing to be a part of, and I like to be able to make a difference. I'm a problem solver, and so I like to get in there and get my hands dirty and try to fix things, and that's been just such a benefit in this position.
And you know what? Let's swing it the other way. What are some of the challenges of your position?
Probably the biggest challenge is funding. We always have great ideas and we want to do these great things, and then it always comes down to money and what's it going to cost and how are we going to do it. And so that's one of the challenges, is to try to find monies available for different things, or to manage the monies that we have, or that's probably the biggest challenge. And then personalities, sometimes people, we have to supervise a lot of people, and that's difficult. That's probably the hardest thing about my position. But I know that we all have the same goal, and so that's always a good thing to think of at the end of the day. We're always just trying to better the community and the tribe and do more for the membership.
All right. Thank you very much for being here today. Any last words before we sign off?
Just that, I appreciate the membership. I appreciate the employees. We have so many great, wonderful employees, and I'm so thankful for them. And I just want people in general to know that, my door is always open. You're free to stop in if you have ideas or concerns or things that you want to talk about. You can give me a call. I'm at the Tribal Center, most of the time. I spend a lot of time there, and I'm there and able to help.